Hello and welcome back to Pride of All Europe TV. So 1-0 against Chelsea, league leaders come to Old Trafford and we gave them a game, didn't we? Pre-kick-off there was all the drama, no Falcao injured, no Jones injured again. So the team that I predicted Van Gaal would go for wasn't quite correct, so I thought both would start, but if they're injured, they're injured. So Smalling came in for Jones, Januzaj kept his place. Robin van Persie started alone up top. It was quite obvious from the outset that Van Gaal told the boys to go for blood with Chelsea. He'd said attack from the start because we did start really well. We should have been one up. Courtois made a fabulous save against Van Persie. Well, in fact, Van Persie fluffed a chance early on. He slipped when he shot, but then the second one when he was slid in and he actually failed to beat the keeper. So potentially we could have gone 2-0 up within the first half. But you know, Mourinho is Mourinho and he knows what he's doing. He sets his Chelsea sides up very well and they are so hard to break down, yet they counter-attack at such speed. They're quite like Real Madrid in that sense. They are designed to go to big places, go away to big clubs and win. Eden Hazard, what a fantastic little player. All that fiasco when he left his side in France, I think it was Lyon that he was leaving, wasn't it? No one knew where he was going. He said it would be between United, City and Chelsea, and then there was all that incident on Twitter, I will be joining ... and then he left it for a few hours. Imagine if that said United, because what a fantastic player he was. We couldn't deal with him. He gave Rafael a horrible afternoon, but in his one-on-one against De Gea, our goalkeeper came out on top. What a fantastic save that was. Battle of the goalkeepers yesterday. De Gea and Courtois, they're easily the two best goalies in the league, potentially in the world at the moment. The game could have finished 0-0 because of their heroics, but nonetheless, a lack of concentration for a small second. Saw Drogba escape and get his header in at the near post. So Chelsea taking the lead. What I did notice, it was Rafael picking him up. A defender that's about 3'1" picking up a striker who's about 8'2", ain't right. But again, in the post-match interview, Van Gaal said it shouldn't have been Rafael, it should have been Fellaini on him, and that is where Chelsea nicked their goal. Although I thought we had the better of the first half, Chelsea definitely had the better of the second half. When they went 1-0 up, they could have easily made it 2 or 3. But it is a testament to our side and our character that it was quite similar in the sense that last year we lost, we got spanked by City and Liverpool at Old Trafford, and had this been last season, that game could have gone on to finish 2 or 3-0. But a testament to the boys, the manager. The fight back was great. We didn't give up. The Ivanovic sending off, it was definitely a red card because of the 2 years. They're both bookable offences, no matter how tame they were bookable offences. And Ivanovic got sent off. He was picking up Fellaini for set pieces. Di Maria's crossing, Fellaini, with no man marking him, won the header, rebound, Van Persie bang, goal, 1-0. Fighting till the end, thoroughly deserved point, I think. There's a few things I wanted to talk about from the game. Obviously, I've covered that De Gea was awesome. It's a shame how ineffective Juan Mata was against his old club. It's a shame how ineffective he's been in Rooney's absence, because I've got to say I've been championing Juan Mata since signing him. He does score a cracking goal. He's assisted a few. He's a good player. Now, I've not been championing Wayne Rooney, so I thought with Rooney's red card it could be a chance for Mata to show that he's the man to play in that role behind the forwards or in advanced midfield, and he hasn't done nothing to tell me that he should be keeping that place over Rooney. But we're going to come back to this with another video, so do keep an eye out for a little video on Juan Mata and what we think the future holds for him. That'll be coming later this week. Fellaini definitely turned the corner with his goal against West Brom, and yes, against Chelsea yesterday I thought he was excellent once again. Not only does he offer the obvious physical presence, he gets stuck in, he's good at set pieces in defence and attack, but when we moved him further up the pitch, the Chelsea defence, they couldn't handle him. They didn't know how to pick him up. So perhaps there is a future for him at Old Trafford. I've liked him all this time. I felt the pressure on him last year was ridiculous because he was the marquee signing, so to speak, and he was Moyes' boy from Everton. So everyone wanted him to come in and score 20 goals, and we just missed out on Fabregas, and then we got the booby prize, which was Fellaini, according to some people. But now I think he's got a place in this squad, and he's got a role to play. And if Chelsea couldn't deal with him yesterday, other clubs ain't going to be able to deal with him when we play against them in matches. As I said, for Chelsea, Eden Hazard and Courtois, the keeper, were the standout players for them. As I say, I go back to De Gea. It looks like he's been on the weights, because it's a strange feeling that when Chelsea launched the ball in the box, I was hoping yesterday that Chelsea would keep launching the ball in the box, because De Gea has grown in confidence, he's grown in stature, he's grown in size. I say he's been on the weights, he's been down the gym, he's a man now, he's not a boy. So every time the ball came in the box, he was safe as houses. It weren't like the old David James from '96, where every time a ball went in he flapped. It was more like Peter Schmeichel or David Seaman, So De Gea is really impressing me at the moment. A great end to the game. It reminded me of the Fergie time, the Fergie era, playing till the final minute. I've been ribbed today by a lot of Chelsea boys. I've seen a lot of things on social media saying United fans were celebrating a home draw like we've just won the Champions League. Who cares? Who gives two hoots? We've just got a point against a side that are probably going to win the league in a game we probably deserve more from, if we're going to be perfectly honest. I know Chelsea dominated the second half, but we had the better chances. So why shouldn't we be happy that we've got a last-minute equaliser? It shows a lot of character throughout the squad. So I would give my man of the match to De Gea, but I'm actually going to give it to Van Persie, and I'm going to give it to Van Persie simply because he was well up for it yesterday. He was up front on his own. He put himself about. He got the equaliser at the end of the game, but his hold-up play, his link-up play, and he tormenting the Chelsea defence. They didn't get a minute's rest. So it's quite an obscure choice, because there was Januzaj had a good game, Fellaini had a good game, De Gea had a really good game, but Van Persie for me yesterday was the one. He rolled back the years, and I've been slating him a little bit recently, saying he's not doing enough, he looks slow, maybe he's past it, but yesterday Van Persie was he was spot on. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, like our videos, do what you got to do, keep in touch with all the boys and girls that work for Pride of All Europe. The Twitter for that is @MUFC_POAE. Speak to me directly. The Twitter is @NathonW. That's NathonW. So I'll speak to you soon. Lovely.